I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Yeah. Here we all are, gathered together in this place. Why are we here? What is our purpose? Spirit reveal. How do we know what's true and what's real? We may not know where life's road will lead, but it doesn't matter as long as we believe that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the answer to whatever the question may be. What's going on in this world today? Where do we fit? What can we do to make a difference? What can we say? Where do we go? This way or that way? If we all pray and truly believe and love one another, we'll let the world see that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Yes, it is. Love is the answer to whatever the question may be. 'Cause we may not know where life's road will lead, but it doesn't matter as long as we believe that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Yeah. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people, yeah, sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday will join us, and the world will live as one, and the world will live as one, and the world will live as one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joshua. Well, welcome, everyone. Oh, the flowers. Oh, we have to have flowers.
Yay, the flowers.
Gail does a wonderful job of flowers. That's okay.
Oh, I like those.
While Gail is doing that, we're going to light the white candle for the Christ consciousness. Now, try to do this. No? Okay, I may need your hand. Okay, I'll talk. Okay. Well, you know that the white candle stands for the Christ consciousness within us, and the yellow candle that Leanne will light represents wisdom. So it's the highest form of spiritual knowing. It includes divine judgment, discernment, intuition, and other activities of mind that come under the heading of pure knowing. Thank you, Leanne. Leanne is going to be your host today, so I'm going to hand it over to you.
There, we got power.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joshua and Judy, and welcome. Good afternoon, Unity, community. We welcome all people, all faiths, all lifestyles, and a special welcome to anyone who's here for the first time, and to everyone who has been here many, many times, and to everyone online. Oh, going the wrong way. Let's go the right way. We honor the indigenous people who care for these lands for millions of years, and we are grateful to live, work, and play alongside of them. Now please join me in saying our vision statement together. Unity Vancouver Island is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. Now please take a deep breath and settle into the knowing. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. All good, all love, all intelligence. Right here, right now, I remember that this presence is not somewhere out there. It is the very essence of who I am. I am one with this presence, one with love, one with goodness, and so it is.
So it is.
Now let us join Joshua in our opening song, I Will Surrender, and Who You Really Are.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. Very nice. So a quick show of hands, who knows that song already? Is that pretty new for most of us? Fabulous. Okay, so I'll continue introducing it. Thank you, Judi. She made a couple of special requests this week. That was one of them. So I'll introduce it. If you like it, I'll do it some more and we'll learn it together, okay? Sounds good. Great, great, great. This is also a new one, as per Judi. Thank you very much. It's called Who You Really Are by Richard McDessie, and it's kind of groovy. So since it might be new to the group, I'll sing the chorus once, and then you repeat it with me, okay? So we're all on the same page. Okay. So I'll sing it once through, and then you join me. I know who you really are. I see it in your eyes. Oh, you are a shining star. I know who you really are. And I know who you really are. Nice, together. I see it in your eyes. Yeah. Oh, you are a shining star. are. I know who you really are. Nice, let's keep going. I know who you're here to be. I see it in your eyes. Yeah, a light for the world to see. I know who you're here to be. Here's the bridge. You're here to be the one. You're here to make it fun. You really got my head spinning. Yeah. You brighten every room. You always leave too soon. And this is just the beginning. 'Cause I know who you really are. I see it in your eyes. Yeah. Oh, you are a shining star. I know who you really are. 'Cause you are incredible, so unforgettable. The one that everyone's eyeing. You are an awesome friend and so magnificent. And there's just no denying that I know who you're here to be. Yeah, I see it in your eyes. A light for the world to see. I know who you're here to be. I know who you really are. I see it in your eyes. Oh, you are a shining star. I know who you really are. I know who you really are. I know who you really are. Very nice, very nice.
Beautiful songs. Thank you, Judy, for suggesting them, and Joshua for doing them so lovely, as
Pleasure.
always.
Pleasure.
Oh, and we have some community events coming up. The monthly information and feedback forum is coming up next Tuesday, April the 7th at 7 o'clock on Zoom. Okay. Sorry. This is new for us to change the screen.
slides.
I mean, I used to do it all the time, so you think I'd be really good at it. This is, okay. So please watch for the link in your next newsletter to join us on that Zoom. And your voice is very important to us, so please join us. So in Comox, Reverend Vicky is facilitating a lively discussion in the Spiritual Center Thursdays at 1 o'clock, and everyone is welcome. In Victoria, Barry Hunt presents another poetry discussion, sessions on Thursday, April the 7th, and everyone is welcome to that. Oh. Thursday, April the 9th. Did I say the 7th again? Okay, sorry. Also in Victoria, on Sunday, April the 12th, Reverend T will be the speaker and will offer a sacred sound escape at 2 p.m. I tried and it didn't go. Sorry. It didn't go. That's why I paused there for a few minutes. Okay, that now. No, see, it's not going. Okay. I'll leave it to our lovely Marie then. Also in Victoria on Sunday, April, I read that already. Spread the word about the family fun. Memory Maker Day. Especially tell your friends and children. So please don't forget, rain or shine, here it is. And on April the 19th, after service, is an orientation session. It is offered for anyone considering a membership in Unity and what it all involves. And there's no obligation, just come out and check us out. So ongoing at Unity Canada. No, go to unitycanada.org to register for the upcoming annual conference. And it's featuring Ottawa's Anne Burrisford, Kreger, who is a renowned scientist and author visionary. Diana's talk mirrors her new book, To Speak for the Time, the Trees, and the Times, in telling of her life's journey from the ancient Celtic wisdom to the healing vision of the forest. Details of all the exciting workshops will be available soon, and our featured musician will be Joshua Holloway. Yay!
Thank you.
Okay, and now for the daily word. Oh, it went away on me. Come back. There you are. Okay. So today is Palm Sunday, for some who didn't know that. And the word for today is Palm Sunday. That works good. On Palm Sunday, I honor the divine presence within. On Palm Sunday, Jesus made his triumphant entry into Jerusalem, riding a donkey colt, spiritually symbolizing dominion of the Spirit over human nature. Today, I find inspiration in that timeless Bible story. Going forward, I commit myself to mastering my impulses and judgments and continually surrendering my imperfections to the Christ within. My commitment in regularly going to the upper chamber of my consciousness soothes the rough edges of my mind and opens my heart to perfect love and purity. By following Jesus' example, I proceed with courage and confidence along the path of fulfillment and transcendence. And from John 12, verse 46, I have come as the light into the world, so that everyone who believes in me should not remain in the darkness. And now, Joshua will play I Release, and followed by Judi Murakami's talk, Who Have You Come Here to Be?
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. No, but now I can see if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it all go. You got to let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yeah, yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I'll see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Take it, you got this. Yeah, that's it. And mine. Yeah. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more. Yeah. That's it. I am free in the one more in you? Here we go. I'll release and I'll let go. I'll let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I'll see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah. Oh, geez. Thank you.
Well, you played this last year, you're getting better.
Oh, thank you.
I'm serious. He is. So, good afternoon. Did everyone have a good week? Mm-hmm. Excellent. Has anyone seen Godspell? Did you know that it was written as a master's thesis in 1970? And the daily word for that day that I went to see it was, with joyful expression, I am creative. So for those of you who attended yesterday's retreat and Joel's concert last night, oh my goodness, what an amazing way to connect joyfully with our Unity family. Well, last week, Reverend Thomas said it was serendipitous that the daily word was on wholeness and his talk was on wholeness. Well, one of the benefits of doing paper copies, I get to read ahead. I knew that today's daily word was about honoring the divine presence within. So talk about serendipitous. Has anyone been following the LUT booklet? Release and Reimagine? It's one of the best yet. I always keep them for reference. Well, today's reading, and I've got this, where's my little, I get to do this too. Nice. Yes. So, yes, it does. Palm Sunday is a reminder for me to reimagine my life and to put myself in God's hands. Symbolically and literally, I let go, releasing my preconceived notions of how things should be, and surrender my selfish, self-centered, egotistical wants and wishes, and let God be God in me. I thought, well, Reverend Long certainly isn't shy, is he? Well, and the daily word, I commit myself to mastering. I wonder if I put this on too. No, I didn't. Sorry. I guess because you had heard it once, I didn't put it on the screen. So I commit myself to mastering my impulses and judgments and surrendering my imperfections to the Christ within. So that's why I decided my talk title would be, Who Have You Come Here to Be? Honoring the divine by releasing what doesn't work and reimagining who you really are. So traditional churches are celebrating Palm Sunday today, and it's considered the beginning of Holy Week, which focuses on the death and the resurrection of Christ. And for those of you who are new, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore wanted Unity to be a new thought religion, and they based it on the healing power of affirmative prayer versus traditional prayers. So affirmative prayer, you go inside, and we've all done that this morning within our affirmative prayer, and we are aware of our constant connection to Spirit, and we affirm the good in any circumstance. Charles Fillmore said that praying to an external God for material things makes us a nation of crying beggars. Well, I've spoken at United Churches, and the hardest part for me was in changing the wording for prayers, because you always pray to an almighty or a heavenly Father. You never pray to a mother or a divine spirit. That's a no-no. Well, in 1907, Unity started a telephone prayer ministry. And today, the 1.3 million callers here, Silent Unity, how may we pray with you today? So you can also do online prayer requests, or you can check the website to find prayer circles in your community. And the most up-to-date info is on the newsletter. Well, the Fillmores wanted to make sure that everyone understood the Bible, not as a history book, but metaphysically and in a way that was practical. I got to move this. I'm sorry, I can't see everybody. It's driving me crazy. Okay, now I can see your spaces. So Myrtle, bless her heart, was very practical. She hated cooking, so she decided at Unity Village she wasn't putting a kitchen into her house. So her mother-in-law lived next door, and she loved cooking, so they ate at her house. And I did go and check. So the house that didn't have a kitchen became the clubhouse for the golf course. Now, where am I? Okay. Charles created the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. He went through the Bible and took every single proper name and had a definition for it. So now we have the 12 disciples. So he wanted to make sure that 12 disciples weren't just people. So he made sure he associated with a power with each disciple. Now, what do we have today?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Now, who do you think the disciple is that's associated with wisdom? I can hear it. No? We went through this earlier. Yes, we did.
I was listening.
Sorry. James. Now, who do you think James' brother is? John. John represents love. And next month is April, and the power for April is love. So wisdom and love. Do you think it's a good idea to use those two powers together?
Of course.
Yes. And if you start with January at the beginning, what is the power for January? Faith. Because without faith, it's not a very good idea to start anything. So the disciple for January, or faith, is Peter. And Peter, if you look at the French version, Pierre means rock, foundation. Does that make sense? And Peter's brother was Andrew. Andrew's a fisherman. So you've got a lot of brothers. You've got Peter and Andrew, January, February, faith, strength, and then March, April, you've got wisdom and love. So yes, if you think of it that way, it's easier. I like having stories versus history. So we're going to look at release. How many of you were able to attend the Burning Bowl service in December here? That's great. So through the wonders of YouTube, if you didn't get to it, you can actually see Reverend Thomas do the Burning Bowl here. Now, he talked about transformation, not by changing the outer conditions, but changing the inside. So you have to change your consciousness, so it's up to us to change. Now, does anyone remember what they wrote on their piece of paper that they burnt? Some people, it doesn't matter if you don't remember, because that means you've already released it. So, just like the pieces of paper that you burnt in the fire, you release the energy or the power that the ideas, thoughts, or issues had over you. Remember, you can't release people. Now, we're in the season of Lent, and it's the 40-day period before Easter. So why do you think they have 40 days? Why not 20? Pardon me?
It means completion.
Actually, it means transition or change. 12, I think, is completion. So if you think about 40, where else do they talk about 40 in the Bible?
Building an ark.
Building an ark. And how many days did it rain? 40 days. That's right. And what other 40 times? When? That's right. When Jesus was he spent on the mountain with praying. And who wandered in the wilderness? Moses. And how long did that take? 40 years, basically. And we don't really know if it was really, because we weren't there, but. Well, traditional churches advocate abstaining or fasting during Lent. And this year, Pope Leo, thank you, Pope Leo, stated in his message, "I would like to invite you to a very practical and frequently unappreciated form of abstinence, that of refraining from words that offend and hurt our neighbor. We can begin by disarming our language, avoiding harsh words and rash judgment, refraining from slander, and speaking ill of those who are not present and cannot defend themselves. Let us ask for the strength that comes from the type of fasting that also extends to our use of language, so that hurtful words may diminish and give way to a greater space for the voice of others. Instead, let us strive to cultivate and to measure our, let us strive to measure our words and cultivate kindness and respect in our families, among our friends, at work, on social media, in political debates, and in Christian communities. If we do so, we will let words of hatred give way to words of hope and peace." After the tragedy in Tumbler Ridge, I read an article written as a plea to not blame, not point fingers, and not judge. Now, I think I can change those. So did I? Let's see. Yes. Oh, that's, no. Ken Matheson wrote, "In the coming weeks, one meaningful response would be to do deliberate acts of kindness in our own communities. Check in on someone. Write a thank you note to a teacher or a first responder. Buy a stranger coffee for no reason, or simply tell someone you love them. Be kind. Offer grace instead of judgment. The effects of this tragedy extend far beyond one town, and we are all touched in different ways." Does anyone know what the day before Lent is called? Pancake Tuesday. Do you know why it's called that? Well, in 1439 in England, priests would ring a bell calling people to confession, where they were shriven or absolved of their sins. See, in Unity, we don't believe that people have sins. We just tell them they've missed the mark. Well, this became known as Shrove Tuesday. People had to use up all the ingredients that might spoil before their fast, so pancakes became a way of using up eggs and milk. Well, in 1445 in Olney, England, a woman heard the bell and she was making pancakes. So she ran to the church carrying her frying pan. And to this day, they still have pancake races in Olney, England. And they wear aprons, a cap, and have a frying pan. So the practice of release and reimagine, or the burning bowl and then the white stone, it's a two-step practice. So it's essential in all nature. Before we begin to create anything new, we have to get rid of the old. So you're also clearing out any false beliefs that stand in your way. So if you have fresh spring growth, you have to get rid of the old dead leaves. Well, the Lent booklet does an excellent job of this. So they release one day, and then they reimagine the next. On Friday, it was I release stubbornness, and yesterday was I reimagine non-resistance. Thomas mentioned that change needs to happen from the inside out, not the other way around. Now, did anyone come to the Whitestone service in January here? With Reverend Patricia? You can also see that on YouTube. So do you remember what the white stone symbolized? Why is it white? Because it is release from freedom or bondage. Release from bondage or attachment. So when slaves were released, they got a white stone or white tablet saying, your slate has been cleared. That's where we get that expression from. So when you write a word after a meditation, it's an excellent way to reimagine your life, even if you don't know what that means. So in 2012, I wrote the word calling. I thought, I don't know why, but I wrote it and put it away. And then Reverend Vicky and I went down to Victoria in April where we did a church finance course. And Reverend Sky St. John, for some reason, was talking about LUTs, a licensed unity teacher, and the qualities required were competence and compassion and calling. And the hairs went up on the back of my neck. I went, ooh. And then at a service, Richard Eliason said, "Are you a licensed unity teacher?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "You'd make a darn good one." I went, "That's two."
That's great.
Well, even though it took 25 courses before I could even apply to become a licensed unity teacher, I had already retired by this time, and I thought, okay, I decided I would go for it, and in 2015 I graduated. So, what power can you call upon to help you? Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination is the preview of coming attractions." Well, last year at this time, I was here facilitating 6 sessions on becoming your best self using your 12 powers, and one of the assignments was to create an imagination board showing images of a happy, fulfilled life, being your best self. Well, each of those boards was amazing. And Gail, I understand, where are you? The group is still meeting.
Once a month, yeah.
So, is it enough to take a class or come to church once a week? If you brushed your teeth whenever you felt like it or whenever you wanted, how would your teeth be? Same as with your spiritual life. That's why they have the daily word that you can read on a daily basis. That's why they have these booklets for Advent and Lent. Now, there's another book called Who Have You Come Here to Be? It's 101 possibilities that you can contemplate. It's not just a list, but it's a process. The authors are Unity instructors. I've had Jane Simmons and Kelly Isola as instructors at Unity Village. And they write, "As adults, we talk ourselves into or out of feelings based on what we judge as socially appropriate. Over time, we forget how powerful our words are in forming who we see ourselves to be. That's why negative talk is so harmful and why consistent positive mental conditioning is so helpful. When spoken with conviction, joy, and enthusiasm, repeated affirmative thoughts become further embedded in our consciousness." Well, enthusiasm comes from the Greek or the Latin word entheos, meaning divine inspiration. So at the age of 94, Charles Fillmore wrote, "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that are meant to be done by me today." Well, here's something that can help you be alert. So it's alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Are you ready? You're all going to do this, right? Okay. So you might need a bit of room. So it's with motions.
Okay.
So I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Again, I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic.
Yeah.
I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. We're going to do it a bit faster, okay? Are you ready? I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. How are you feeling?
Very nice.
Excellent. Good. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Well, the daily word for Wednesday said, "If I am unsure of what my gifts are, I begin by asking myself what brings me joy. So is it the same for any two people?
Oh, no.
No. I'm sure Joshua's joy is music, because we are joyful when we hear it. Did you know that you're so unique that nobody in the world has the same fingerprint as you are? So of course it makes sense that what makes you joyful is not going to be the same for anybody else. Now, that goes for your authentic or your wholeness. Does my version of wholeness look like yours? No. Should it? So what are the aspects of wholeness? 3 of them. Linda?
Gratitude sounds good. Yeah.
What would be one aspect of your wholeness?
Body, mind, and spirit.
Your what?
Body, mind, and spirit.
Ah, she got him. Body, mind, and spirit. Susan, you're so smart.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. So, anyone watch the Olympics? I think watching the Olympics are great because athletes are doing their best. So I've heard comments about why are we spending money when there's so many problems in the world? Well, the world's always going to have problems. And if you focus on the negative, what happens? More of the same. That's right. I read a quote on Facebook that sums it up. Buddha was once asked, "What is worry?" He answered, "Worry is the pain you choose to suffer before anything has happened. It drains you first, then it exhausts your mind. It lives longer than the problem and it steals your peace, not the outcome." So let's review. What are the tools you can use to honor your divinity? Prayer, yes. What else? Pardon? Affirmations, yes. Meditation, yes. Honor? So,
Honoring you.
by? Okay, now, what are you looking at each? So your 12 powers, you all have 12 powers, remember? And Gail, you should know this. What else can you do? Okay, what can you do? What tools can you use to honor your divinity? So prayer, meditation, we've had 12 powers. What else? Class, you can come to classes. Because look what happened. You wanted the class, we started the class, and now you have this amazing group that meets. And everybody is doing, well. What else? Ways to release. How do you release? So I know December's coming with a certain service. Well, yes, you can meditate, but so what did they actually do in December? The burning bowl. It doesn't have to be burning. In Comox, we actually dissolve, or you can just throw it away or have a journal. So there's also, what is this? This booklet? Release and reimagine. So when you're releasing, you're giving away the power that whatever it has over you. So it used to be called denials, now we're calling it release. And how can you reimagine your life? Affirmations, yes. And what did they do in the class? What did we create? A vision board. So you can go through magazines, find pictures, stick them on a board. I've done that before. I created a vision board, and my mom said, "Oh, I'm going to send you a check for your birthday." I went, "Okay." She'll send me 20 bucks. She sent me a check that sent me to Mexico for a holiday, and I came back and I looked at the board and went, "This is where I was." I didn't know I was going there, but I had created it. So whatever you put out to the world is going to come back to you, good as well as bad.
Judy, does fun and laughter fit in anywhere?
Fun and laughter? Of course.
Nice.
Because if you are enjoying yourself and being joyful, of course, then you're going to have more. That's why you don't want to worry. So you've got unity books, you've got vision boards, white stones. Now, I think the best closing I found was from Facebook. I think the universe keeps making sunsets so that once a day, no matter what kind of day it was, something beautiful still gets the last word. So let's take this time to go into our meditation. Put aside all your thoughts about what's happening in the world around you. Just let yourself relax. This time is a gift to yourself. Take a deep breath in, knowing that you're in a sacred space. As you breathe out, let your shoulders drop. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Focus on your breathing, knowing that together you are all joined in one presence and one power. If any thoughts float by, just let them go and breathe. Every time that you are still becomes an opening for spirit to speak. Divine wisdom is alive within you, offering insight and clarity. Allow the power of imagination to show you what is possible. Trust your inner voice that points you toward right action, knowing that all things are possible. As you go into the silence, center your awareness on your heart, knowing that you are one with creation and you honor the divine in you by becoming who you really are. Every breath is a reminder that Spirit sustains me. I am alive with divine vitality. The power of life flows through every cell of my body and every thought of my being. I trust that all is unfolding as it should. I release all thoughts of lack and know that I am so richly blessed. Centered in divine love, I hold each person and situation in my heart, knowing I am one with all creation. As we come back to this time and place, we do so in quiet gratitude. We open our eyes, grateful for our ability to see each person as a sacred being. We stretch, grateful for our ability to move through this world. We recognize that we are so richly blessed, and we say thank you and amen. And it's in every one of us. Josh was going to play.
It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all We can all love everything without ever asking how. It's in every one of us here and now. And thank you, Judi. Thank you. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. 'Cause I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Thank you.
Thank you for your continued support, whether it be financial, sacred service, talent, or time. We welcome it and we thank you deeply. If you are able to support us financially, you can do so at the welcome table after service, where we do have a credit card reader, or online through our website, or e-transfer to donations at unityvancouverisland.com. Now please join me in saying our children's blessing together.
We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are.
And before we say our prayer for protection, I'd just like to say thank you to Judy and Joshua for the beautiful music and service, and to everyone else, the greeters, the refreshment people, our tech team, for all the work you do, all the talent and treasures. And please, if you are in person, stay with us after for some fellowship and refreshments. Now let's say our prayer for protection together.
The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is.
Now please stand and do our peace song.
Cute. Very nice, very nice. All right, sweet.